All right, now let's create methods for this. Okay, so first let's get the name of the admins in this group. Okay, the names of them, because when we click here we're going to get inside here and then also get the names of those admins. Okay, so first of all, let's press on this button and then bring up the list of friends of the group members. Then from there we can choose who we want to be an admin. Okay, so let's come down here to this here where we need to show the bottom sheet. Let's show that. So let's just simply call show bottom sheet, that one. And then if we come down here, let's create that builder, which is going to be a context, and then a context. Yeah, and then here let's return, this is going to be a context. Let's return our widget here. Okay, so here what are we going to return here? Let's return a size box. Okay, so it's returning a container. Let's click tab. So instead of the container, I like to return a size box here. Okay, size box. And then now let's go through this. So for the height, we want it to get like 90% of the screen, almost the full screen. We want it to come up all the way up to here. So let's put 0.9. And then here, let's first of all, it's a column, and then here it's going to have that title of select group admins with the height and then the expanded widget. Okay, so looks like Copilot has done all the work for us, but let's go through it. So this first one where we are showing the group admins, let's wrap this in a row. Okay, where is that light bulb? All right, now this child, let's give it some style. This is going to come from text style, so let's minimize this a bit. We can have a font size, let's have 18. Let's also have a font weight, dot bold. And then let's have a second child. Let's have a text button as a second child. So here let's have a text button, and then the one pressed, we're just gonna pop. All right, now for the child, it's going to be text which says done. Yeah, so let's add the missing bracket. Then yeah, it's going to be that. Then maybe let's also give it some font size, which is the same, 18, and then font weight, dot bold. All right, now what else is required? So let's put a constant keyword here. All right, let's just put commas here and here, and then down here now you can see that Copilot created this list out for us, but we already have a widget to handle these. First of all, let's get our data here. Okay, so for the data, let's have a final data. Here we are calling it as a friend, which is going to equal to this, and then that index. And then now, instead of calling all of these, all we need to do is to call our friend widget. Okay, this one. So the view type here, it's a group, so let's call that friend view type dot group. Great. So now we can close that. And then what else now here? What is remaining? I think it's just to test it. So what's missing here? Let's close this out and then let's just give it a try. So let's bring this up and then let's stop it and run it. Alright, the application is running. Let's go in the group. Let's go to add, and then now here, let's go here, and then when you click here, we've got nothing because we did not add anyone. So let's also fix this while we are here. This row, let's have the main axis alignment. Okay, we need to put the main axis alignment here. Main axis alignment, main axis alignment dot space between, and then also let's wrap this column with a padding like that, and then let's hot reload. Let's close this and bring it up again. Yeah, we want it to be like that. Yeah, I think that one is fine. Now to show the people there, the friends, we need to add one in the group list as a group member. And we come back here and click, we're going to find him here. But now here we have a problem. So he's already ticked as a group admin here, okay? But here we only added this person as a group member. So to see the difference between the group member and the group admin, which means we need to go back inside our friend widget, this one. So here where we are checking, we are getting the value. So this value is for this checkbox, okay? So here where we are getting the value, we need to get the value depending on the where we are viewing it from, okay? If you are viewing it from here, the value needs to come from the admin, okay? And then if you are viewing it from here, the value needs to come from the group members, okay? So here we just need to pass another this dot is add, let's say is admin screen, okay? Or is add, let's just say is admin view. All right, like that. And then let's get that one. So this is not required, okay? If we don't put it, then we won't be having it, okay? So it's going to be like that boolean. And then here let's just check. So okay, let's initialize it to false so that it's not nullable, okay? Now let's remove the now check. So here now we're just gonna check if is admin view. We are going to get the value from admin, else we are going to get what we are getting. So here we need to copy this, then put it here, and then now we are going to get it from a group admin list. Let's correct that, remove those brackets, and then that's all we need to do. Let's hot reload right now. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, now that we have put this check, if we come in the groups here and come here, we can have a group member. If we come here, we won't see anything. But now here, if we add this group to the group members and then come here, because here we only want to see the admin, okay? There's a typo also there. While we're here, let's fix it. This should say group admins with an S. So once we click here, we are just going to see the group admin. So it's clicked. It shouldn't be, because this member is only added as a group member, not a group admin, okay? So let's go inside. Let's see. It's actually right here. We didn't call the, remember, in the friend widget here we are sending this, okay? So we didn't send it in the group settings, okay? So here we need to call that is admin view. Let's send it to, let's call it as true, okay? Now let's hot reload. Now if we come back here, here, if this is clicked, that is added as a member, as a group member, if we come back here, this we should show the list of admins. If you check here, okay, we are adding 2 because we hot restart when we added that. So let's hot reload so that it refreshes again, so that that list becomes empty. Okay, let's wait for it. Alright, so now when we come to the groups and then add the member as a group member, and then when you come here, we check on the admin list, is not going to be ticked, he's just a group member. Okay, so this is what is happening is here we are checking if it's the admin, it's going to get the value from the admin. So this it doesn't contain this friend, that's why it's not ticked. Okay, now also we should tick it here to add him to the admin. Okay, because now if we tick, what is going to work is this one, it's going to add him to the member. Okay, so even here let's have a check. Okay, so here let's have a check is admin view. So let's just have an if statement. Okay, we can either do it like that, or we can just also have another if statement. Okay, if is admin view, we're going to add it to the admin. Again, if it has been in view, again we need to have this second check. So in the else, that's what we are going to do. That's where we are going to do this, cut this and put them here. All right, and then here if it's admin view, we can just copy this again and then put it here. Then here, instead of sending to the member, we are going to set group admins list. Is that how our method is called? So let's go inside the group provider. Let's follow one of these methods like this one. So this is setting for the group member. This is set group admins list. Okay, and then there's also remove group admin. Okay, to list. So let's rename this. This is not, so here you should add the group member to group members list. Let's rename this. Let's name this properly. So add member to group, to add member to group list. Okay, maybe let's say add member to group. Okay, like that, to group. Yeah, just like that. Even here, let's rename this to add member to admins. Okay, and then also here remove group member, remove group admin. Okay, yeah, these ones are fine. So now here we're going to do add member to admins. Okay, is that the one? Add member to admins. And then why are we getting an error? So this name is what the required name. It's called group admin. Okay, so this is going to be group admin, and then we're going to add that friend. Okay, so this is when it's true. If it is false, we are going to remove group admin. Okay, this is group admin, just like that. Now we have a fully working functionality to add the person to as a group member, and then to also add them as an admin. Okay, let's wait for it. So if we come here and come back here again, so if you haven't added anything, of course you can't see anyone here. So here now, if we add this person, we have just added them as a group member, and then if we want to add them as an admin, we have to add them from here. Okay, now they are an admin. Okay, so let's remove them, and then also let's remove them from here. Great. Now the next thing to do is let's display this you, John, and whoever are the admins, let's display their names before you enter here. Okay, so to do that, we need to come back. Let's close this friend widget here in the group settings screen. Let's come back and then let's create the method here to get the admin's name. Okay, so this we are going to return a string, and then let's say get admin's names. Okay, get let's just name it get group admins names. Okay, so here let's require the group provider, and then now here let's create that method. Okay, so instead of that, what we are going to start with is first let's create we need to check first of all if there's even group members. Okay, so let's check if there are group members. So first check if there are group members. Okay, so if first we want to check if there's even members in the groups. Okay, so here if let's see, so if a group provider dot members list, so group members list dot is empty. If it is empty, we are going to return the text here. So here we will return the text, because this text is the text that we are going to put here. Okay, we are going to tell the user that they need to add the group members in order to add the group admins. Okay, so here we will return the text which says to assign let's have a small letter, to assign admin let's say admin rows, let's say to assign admin rows. Okay, why are we even having an error before we do anything here? Okay, let's just ignore it, we will fix that later on. This method is ending. Yeah, to assign admin row, please add group members in the previous let's say previous screen, like that. All right, so if this is empty, we are going to tell him to do that. And then now in the else, let's see, now in the else, first of all, let's create a list where we only have us as an admin. Okay, because we are the one who's creating the group. So first let's create a list of string. So this is going to be a group admins names. Okay, so the first name is going to be us because we are the creator. Yeah, so we are going to write you. Okay, now that we initialize the list of the group admins, down here let's get the list of the group members. Okay, so here get the list of first we want to get group admins. Okay, first we need to get all the members, because when we click here we want to show all the members, and then once they click, that's when they are going to be admins. Okay, so let's get the list of group members. Okay, so let's have the list. Yeah, we are going to get them like that with the user model. Let's import that. So group members are going to be coming from group provider and group members, because we know that this group members list is not empty. Okay, so now that we get this group members list, we are going to get the name from each group member. Okay, what we'll do is wait, actually no, here we need to get the list of group admins. So okay, Copilot was right, list of group admins. Okay, get the list of group admins. So here let's get that list, because we just want to have admins here. Okay, so okay, now it's getting it wrong. Let's just write it. We have user model, and then add group admins. Okay, this is a group admins list. Okay, now after we get the list of group admins, we add these what we do here, we are going to get the names now from this list. Okay, only the names from this group admins list. So here we will say get a list of names from let's say group admins list. So let's see if Copilot will get it. Okay, yeah, it can get it like that, or let's just write it the way we want to get it, and then it's going to follow us. Okay, so here let's have a string, and then group admins, yeah, I want to get it like that. Okay, group admins name list is going to get that group admins, and then it's going to map it, and then just from each group admin just get a name. Okay, from it. We don't even need to cast it here. We can end it here to cast it as a string. We can just get it like that. Okay, you don't even to do more like what Copilot has done. Okay, so now down here what we need to do is to add these names that we have gotten from the group admins, and then add them in this group admins names. Okay, so now let's do add these let's see, yeah, add these names to the group admins list. Okay, let's have Copilot do it just like that. So it's getting these names that we have gotten here, and then these ones, and then add them in this list. Now there's going to be you, which is us, and then the other names there. Okay, now after we do that, before we return this string, we need to check if let's bring this down. We want to show them like our example here. If there's just us and another person, we want to put and in the between. If there's more than 2, we want to put the commas, and then between the last one we put and. Okay, that's what we want to show. All right, so here let's put the comment so that Copilot can code it for us. Okay, so here I'm just gonna say if they are just 2. Let's see, if they are just 2, they will separate them with and we will give it like that. We'll prompt it like that, and then if let's say if they are more than 2, what are we going to do here? We just need to give it the exact prompt here. If they're more than 2, let's say separate the last one. Separate the last one with the same one, and the rest with commas. Okay, and the rest with commas, with comma like that. So let's see if Copilot will do that. Okay, so there it is. Looks like it's exactly what we want. Let's click tab. So here it's checking if length is equals to 2, is just going to join these 2 with and then in the else is going to get the admin's name, and then substring this minus here. This means that after it gets the length, it removes the last one and then put and then join it. Okay, so what are we having here? So it wants us to put the string importation on these instead of saying plus. Okay, so what we are going to do is this string which is here, it wants us to put something like we open with a $sign like so not here. It actually wants to make all of this one string. Okay, so to do that, let's move it down. We need to make a string like that and then add the $sign and then open the brackets. So what we need to do is we can copy this first part. Okay, this first part, let's copy it, then let's put it inside there. Now that we have that one there, the next thing is we can put a space and then also just add the $sign, and then okay, not the $sign. Now we can put this and here. Okay, let's put and then the space, then okay, this is inside. Okay, let's come out again, just let's not get confused. So this is the first part, and then after this here, let's put space and then let's also have another $sign, and then again open the brackets. Then we can get that last part, you can see this one, and then close it out. Now we don't need this. This is what it was complaining about. All right, now we have that as a string. So now this get admins is the one that we are going to call there, but before we go there, let's also create another one to get the color, because if the user hasn't selected anyone here and he comes here, we want to disable this so that he can't open it. Okay, so let's get the color. So here we're going to get let's name it as get admins container color. Okay, Copilot knows. Let's click tab. So this one also, we just check if there are group members. Okay, so if they are group members, if it is empty, let's have a gray color. Check if there are group admins. If they are okay, here it's even checking if they are group admins. We don't want to go that far. We just want to check if the group members is empty or not. Okay, so here if it is empty, what we're gonna do, instead of this gray color, we can just call our theme dot of context the disabled color. That's what we want to call there. So it's going to be a theme like that. And then in the else, let's copy that. So in the else, we don't need to do all these things. Let's just return this card color. Great. So that's all. And then now down here, we're going to go get group admin's name and then get color on the card. If we come down here, where is that card? So here on the names, where is that? This demo names. Let's get group admin's name, and then this card, let's give it a color, which is going to come from get admin's color. Okay, great. Now we can reload. Great. So now that there is no one assigned, it says that. Okay, let's wait for it. If we get inside here and then try to create a group, let's not pick anyone. If we come here, you see it says to assign the group admin role, please add the group member in the previous screen. Okay, now if we also don't want them to click if it's like that. Okay, so here, where is that on top? This show bottom sheet here, let's check. Okay, check if they are group members. Okay, we already done this check. We can either just check this color, or let's see, okay, let's just do the check again. Where is that? Let's just copy it, this one. Check if they are group members. Let's paste that here, then let's open the brackets and cross them. So if there are group members here, if this is empty, let's just return. Okay, so let's hot reload. Let's wait for it. All right, now if we come here, then add the group. If the user hasn't selected anything, it comes here. If you click here, it doesn't do anything. Okay, and then he's got the message that you need to select. You need to add the people. Okay, if you come here and then add someone, go back there, it now says okay, now we have a problem. All right, there's just you here, but it says and you. Okay, then if we come here, we don't have another one. There's just us here, it says and you. Okay, so what we need to do here is okay, first let's try to add, then let's keep done. I say okay, now it says you and Dexter. Okay, so what we're going to do, if we need to check the count also in the else, where is that? Here in the else, let's not just return here, so let's also check if the length is equals to 1. Okay, so if it is equal to 2, we are going to do that. So if the length is equal to 1, let's also check if group admins list dot length, if it is equals to 1. Okay, here we are just going to return we are just going to return this first one, which says you. Okay, great. So let's hot reload again. Yeah, now it's just going to say you. Okay, that is if it is equal to 1. Okay, so what we can do is let's add this in the else if. Okay, else if this, let's remove that if statement like that. It's going to be else if. Okay, let's just reload one more time, and then if we come here, we haven't picked anyone. Then come here, there's nothing inside there, but if we click here, we know that we are the group admin. Okay, it still says and you. Okay, we need to fix this. Let me hot reload again, because this should have fixed it. We should just return the first one. Okay, or we'll just run it, create another code if this doesn't work. Let's pick this and then let's get inside. So it still says and you. Let's just fix it before we end this video, because now if we check, there's no any other. So what we'll do is let's remove what it's doing here. Let's add another. Let's add it now where maybe it will follow along. Okay, instead of doing this, let's comment that, and then let's write our own code here. Let's say return. Okay, let's now have these checks. So we are going to check if a group admins group admins let's say admins list, if group admins list dot length, first of all let's check if it is equal to 2. So if it is equal to 2, what are we going to return here? What we are going to return is let's not do it like that. Let's start a string here, the $, and then open the brackets. Here we are going to get the group admins list. Then we are going to get that index of 0. We are going to get that name which is there, and then we are going to get the same again. We open the brackets, and then we're going to get that index which is at 1. Okay, so this is the first case done, and then in the else, now this is when it's more than is more than 2. So let's remove this. Let's follow it the way we want to do it. So in the else, let's have another check again. So we're going to check again this. Okay, let's copy that and then let's paste it here. Again, we are check if that now is greater than 2. Okay, so if it is greater than 2, let's do what we will do here. Again, we are going to get that okay, now it looks like it's following us properly, but let's not get that code. Let's write our own code here. We're going to open the string and open with that $sign here. Here again, we're going to get the group admins list, and then .substring. Okay, so we'll do sub list to 0 and then comma here. We are going to get the group admins list, and then we'll remove the last item. Okay, so group admins list like that, dot length, and then -1. Okay, if it is more than 2, and then after we remove that last one, we are going to say dot join them now with a comma. Okay, let's minimize that. All right, yes, like that. And then now in the else, we want to show our group admins list dot first. Okay, dot first like that. Okay, it even added dot name, so this is going to be another case. Okay, yeah, now we have to give it a try with this method. Okay, so let's hot reload. Okay, no, what is that now? Let's wait it to load. Let's check very quickly. Okay, so group admins list dot first, we know group admins list. Okay, let's remove this. Okay, let's click tab. What seems to be the problem here? This code should work, so let's go back. So this group admins list, okay, it should be the group admins name, not list. Okay, so that's where we have a problem. So let's copy that. Everywhere where we are putting the list, it should be the names. Okay, let's paste it here, let's paste it here, let's paste it here, let's paste it here, paste it here, let's paste it here. All right, now let's reload again. Let's give it a try really quickly. If we choose this, you can see now it says you. Okay, great. I think that's about it, guys. Now if we add this one, it's going to say you and Dexter. Okay, all right, now that's about it. This video, we have stayed too long on this method. Okay, let's end this video right now. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next video.